Hello, my people. There's this funny joke I have. To me, it thrills, but I don't care about you. I don't know about you anyway. But you just check. They say there's this pastor who was always going to the prison yard to counsel prisoners. But each time he went to the prison, there's this notorious criminal, notorious thief. Each time he counsels the thief will say, "Pastor, you won't understand. Stealing is in my blood." And the pastor will continue to convince him, just give your life to Christ, keep on believing, there's nothing God cannot do, you'll be fine. And then each time he went, the man will remind him, "I said stealing is in my blood." The pastor said, "Don't worry, you'll be fine." Well, it continued until the day of the prisoner's release. The pastor decided to drive him home, just to continue the counseling. Along the road as they were going, a policeman pulled the pastor, stopped them and demanded for his vehicle particulars. The pastor handed him the particulars. Unfortunately, there was one document missing. And then the reverend pleaded all he could with the policeman to forgive him. The policeman, because the pastor wouldn't speak the language they love hearing. The pastor will not, the policeman will not budge. They continued until the prisoner came down and started pleading with the police, begging him for the for their release. But the policeman refused. At some point, he told the pastor to stop begging him, let them go, that he should enter the car, let them go. So, they left, with the hope of appearing in court, for the issue. But when they got to the prisoner's house and then the pastor dropped him off, as he was about alighting the car, he just put his hand in his pocket and gave the pastor his document. The pastor screamed, "How? How did you go about it?" The man said, "I've been telling you that stealing is in our blood. I'm a professional thief." The pastor couldn't believe his eyes. He said, "How did you do it?" He said, "Yes, that time I was following the policeman about and giving him a polite nudge. It was just to distract him. At some point, he lost concentration and I pulled the document. That was exactly when I said you should stop begging him and let's go." The man was still very startled. He couldn't believe his eyes. Then as the guy was about going in, he now said, "Hey, and for you, pastor, please stop using your wallet. You are not yet you are not yet qualified to use wallet." How? He just put his hand in his bag and brought all the missing wallets that man lost since he started visiting him. This pastor said, "How did you do it?" He said, "Yes, each time you came, if you could remember, each time you came around, as you are about leaving, there used to be a sudden gate crash at the gate, and you want to, you struggle to pass through. It was that gate, surge was a temporary one. It was usually created to discourage, and you struggle to survive and go. Each time we created that, it was just to remove your wallet. But then look at all of them, you have them back." The man said, okay, all right. But today there was no gate crash. Now there was no surge, no crowd crossing. How come did you remove today's own is also it's also removed? The man said, "Yes, if you remember as we were going, there was a time you had a big tap on your right shoulder and you turned to check who tapped you. That was exactly when the wallet that was on the left disappeared. But you take it and go your way. Thank you very much." So, I don't know, what's your advice for the pastor? Is it to take the document and go and give back the police, or the reverend should just go his way? Let's hear your comment. Bye.